Okay, guys, we're back here again, Golf in Motion / True Motion Sports. What we're going to talk about today is something that I got an email about. One of my clients, he's like, Tim, I keep rolling the club inside, then I end up coming over the top, and that's going to lead to a shank. It's going to lead to a slice. It's probably one of the most common problems that we see. So I'm going to take two players here. We got Tiger. And then we've got Hideki Matsuyama. Now, what I want you to take note of, guys, is as these guys take the club back, watch the right hand. When the right hand stays on top, and you use a specific muscle in your body, the right oblique, to pull your back to the target, and you keep your hands passive, the club will stay in front of your hands, and that will not, which will not allow you to roll your hands. Again, if we take a look at Hideki, same thing. We see the top of Hideki's right hand. The club stays out in front of him. Now, why is this so important? Well, this is massive in golf. I'm going to say 100% of tour players will always, in their backswing, get the club working vertical. We call this vertical. Okay? Then in the downswing, the opposite thing's going to happen. The club will automatically get what we call shallower. Okay, this is a trait that every good player has. The club always gets vertical, and then on the downswing, it's always going to get what we call a little bit more shallow. Okay, now why is that important? Well, for all you guys that slice, and slicing isn't fun. And we slice because, again, on the backswing here, instead of the club being out in front of us, we tend to see the club working more in here, which then makes that shaft, instead of vertical here, like this, when you roll it, the shaft ends up looking more like this, in what we call a flat position. And then, unfortunately, then on the opposite of that, on the downswing, is going to be an over-the-top motion, which will then lead to a slice. Okay? So here's what we're going to do. Very, very, very simple little drill that I love you guys to do, and it looks a little bit something like this. Now, again, we're gonna, we like to stack here, so we're gonna take a basic motion, and then we're gonna stack on top of it. Now, this is easy, and what we're gonna do here, this is called pulling your back to the target. And all you gotta do is stand up tall. I want you to focus on your right external oblique, which is right here. Okay? And all you're going to do is you're going to pull your back to the target. Again, pulling your back to the target, keeping your head still, feel nothing on your left side, and just pull. Okay, what we're doing here is just learning to activate the muscle. And this is the muscle that takes basically the club back. You don't have to use your hands so much. You can just use your obliques. Now, from here, so that's the first motion. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to put your hands, your right hand's going to be on top, something like this. So you take your left hand, you put your left thumb into your right palm, right here. Then all I want you to do is you're going to do the exact same thing. You're going to use your right oblique, and you're going to pull. And notice when I do that, my right hand doesn't roll. My right hand stays on top. And again, it's going to look very, very, very similar to our tour player. Okay, we can use Tiger, and I can show you Hideki, same thing, same place. So if I had a club in my hand, the club would be out in front of me. Okay? The club would be out in front of me. So then I want you to, again, guys, whenever we do our reps, we do 2 sets, 20 reps. 2 sets, 20 reps of these. Do 2 sets of 20 reps of just pulling your back to the target. Then from there, we're going to stack on this, and this is going to get us to the top of the swing, and we're going to call this punch. So this is called a pull and a punch, and it's going to look something like this. Check it out. So I'm pulling, then I'm going to throw a little punch. Pull and a punch. I'm punching with my left arm. We're pulling back, then I'm throwing a little punch with my left hand. Just like this. So it's going to be a pull and then a punch. So one more time, pulling back, Then right about as soon as my hands get to about my waist, I'm going to throw a little punch with my left hand. And if you notice, watch what happens when I put a club in my hand. So here's my little pull. Now here goes my pull with the punch. Now notice the club. The shaft got very vertical, and that's exactly what we're looking for. And the main reason it got vertical, guys, is because my first pull move, the club's out in front of me. And again, I'm exaggerating a little bit, but you can definitely see how the club likes to work vertical. So once again, guys, this is just a fun little thing you can do at your house. Just remember, you can get really good at your house. Keep plugging away at this. And again, this is just a drill to do that you can do it to get, again, rid of your slice. Start hitting those draws. So keep looking for these. We'll keep sending them out to you. And if you, again, have any videos for me, any questions, please feel free to shoot them to us. Again, stay safe. We love you all. And we'll see you soon.